Are you going to the Singapore Grand Prix for the first time? Are you looking for any helpful tips and tricks on how to actually navigate the Singapore Grand Prix? Hi, my name is Lauren. I have been to 4 Grand Prix so far, 3 in Australia, 1 in Singapore, and I will be at the Singapore Grand Prix later this year. By no means am I an expert on actually going to a Grand Prix. However, these are just some of the things that have actually helped me from someone who's actually done a Grand Prix before. And although I've actually done another video in regards to actually buying tickets, over the last couple of weeks I've had several people actually ask me further in regards to ticketing and things like that. And I thought I would actually go into a little bit more about why it is important to buy from an authorised seller. Now, in that previous video, I explained about the zones and things like that, as well as where to actually buy tickets as well. However, a lot of the questions I've been getting is whether or not it's worth it to actually go and buy from somebody random on the internet. And I would actually say absolutely no. And the major reason why is because since the advent of Drive to Survive, F1 has become a really hot commodity. And this is why it is important to actually buy from authorised sellers or the organisers, purely and simply because what else has actually come with having high demand tickets? Scammers. And one thing that seems to be now a really common trend that you will see on social media platforms that I've noticed over the last couple of years is people actually opening up what looks like genuine profiles, saying that they can't attend that event, and as soon as they get the money, they ghost them. And people literally have to go through situations such as trying to contact their bank to get their money back, but 98% of the time they've lost their money forever. Now, in the case of the Singapore Grand Prix, what they do is they actually sell e-tickets. And the way that they actually do, what they actually do is about a month prior to the Grand Prix, they will send out all the buyers the e-tickets via email through a PDF file. And this is another avenue scammers can actually come to, right? With the e-tickets, for example, it actually might be a genuine ticket. However, a scammer can actually sell that genuine e-ticket several times over to victims. And then when you walk through the gate, you will be denied entry because that ticket has already been scanned through before by someone else. They're like the two major things that on social media platforms you will actually see happen. So if you are planning on buying a ticket to any Grand Prix around the world, not just Singapore, I would highly suggest either going through the organisers themselves directly or going through one of their authorised ticketing partners. You should use social media platforms as a last resort. It should be the most desperate opportunity that you get to after any other avenue has been exhausted. And the major reason why is you are at such a risk. And the other thing is also using other resale ticketing platforms such as, say, Viagogo, for example, or StubHub, or any of those kind of ticketing platforms that you may know about, where people actually do legit have one genuine ticket and then they'll just sell it multiple times over to victims, literally. However, I will actually mention why it is actually really important to actually buy from an authorised seller for the Singapore Grand Prix particularly. Singapore does actually have really strict laws when it actually does come to ticket resale and things like that. And if it's actually not purchased by an authorised reseller, you yourself can actually be punished for actually buying from a non-authorised reseller. It's not just the seller, it is also the buyer who can actually get punished for this. It is actually a regulated thing, and this, because obviously the advent of popular events actually happening globally, a lot of event organisers are just taking steps to actually reduce the risk of scam artists and also ticket scalping and things like that. If you have actually purchased a ticket for the Singapore Grand Prix, there is still a risk that you could actually get punished by the government of Singapore for doing what they've told you not to do. So I hope this is of some information for you. I'm trying so hard not to scare you into not buying tickets, but it is really important for you guys to know why it is so important to buy from authorised sellers. Peace out, guys.